Hi everyone, just another update here from Marseille, France. Summer is about to begin. We have one more week left of school here in Marseille, which means most of my ministry will be closing up. I will no longer be teaching English in the school that I've been going to for the last 5 months. They'll be closed till September, so in September I most likely will start back up teaching again at the school. But for this time, this season for summer, I'll be doing more personal ministry, so I'll be meeting with my friends and really investing in my relationships and the people that I've met here in Marseille. So I'm really excited for this next season, this opportunity to really spend more time and invest in the people. I've been spending time and investing in the people, but I'll be able to dedicate more time to that because having so much other ministry and homework, it's been difficult to spend as much time as I would like to with my friends and the people that I've met here in Marseille. So I'm really excited for this next season. I am a very relational person, so this is really speaking to my heart and the things that God has been putting on my heart for just deepening relationships and really allowing my life to be my ministry and allowing my actions and my way of life to really speak to who God is. So this is just a great opportunity to live that out. And we also will be preparing for the new interns to be coming at the end of summer. So these next few months will be another interesting season of figuring out how we're going to do life again with a new set of people, a new set of Americans. And it's very odd for a large group of Americans to just walk around throughout the city. So those are things we have to really think about as 10 new Americans are going to be joining us, and processing culturally like what that's going to look like and how to go about things, because for us that have been here and established, we don't like to look like tourists. We like to try and fit in, and people already assume that we are French people when they walk up to us. They just kind of start talking to us in French, and which can be exciting for them to think that they think that we're French, but also kind of hard when we don't know a whole lot of French, and then they find out that we really are American. But it'll be a lot more difficult with a larger group of Americans to really fit in. And for us, we try to really to fit in to an extent. Of course, we don't want to take on all the things that the French people do because they are living apart from God, and so we do stand out in other ways, but we try not to stand out in large groups. Americans speak loud. French people don't normally speak very loud, and it's a lot more obvious when you are speaking English in a French-speaking country that you don't belong, that you are an outsider, and so that's just something I really have been processing and thinking through, and how much is it of myself that I need to give up and to realize that it's okay to look like a tourist at times, and to not necessarily fully fit into the culture that we're in, but then also considering how that may damage our ministry opportunities and our relationships here in Marseille. So it's like a double-edged sword, and which one's more important, and it also isn't always going to be the same answer. Sometimes it will be important for me to hang out with the Americans and to invest in them and to spend that time with them, and then other times it'll be more important for me to not stand out and to really fit into the culture and to allow myself to blend in and to invest in those other relationships here within the culture. So yeah, that's been interesting to process and to think through. But I'm excited for this next group to come, because that means 10 more people here to share the gospel, 10 more people to be doing what we're doing here, to further the kingdom. And it's just a great opportunity for us to be a part of that and to come alongside them and to give them a hand in their first few months here, because we'll overlap for a few months, whereas our team, we didn't have that opportunity, so we kind of started from scratch. We weren't introduced to friends, we weren't really introduced to ministries, but now we have the opportunity to share with the group that is coming what we are doing here, and to really show them like the opportunities that they could have, and to really, I think it would give them a great opportunity to be established a lot quicker, to build more relationships, and to continue with the relationships that we have built here with our group of 5. So this is an exciting season that is coming up. I would hope that you would pray with me, and really pray that we would give up the things that we are holding back. This season can kind of seem like a weird season for us because we only have about 6 more months, and then looking back, we've been here for about 10 months, and then seeing like the failures with language learning, not feeling like we are at the place where we are supposed to be, and then still being encouraged to keep pushing forward, and not looking at it like we've been here for 10 months and we've only learned so much, so really is there a point to continue to push forward? But really there is, and so just pray that we continually are encouraged in that. And thank you for those of you that have been praying for me and for my team through this whole time. It's really been a blessing, and we've really felt the presence of God and answers to the prayers that you've been praying for us. So you guys are a big part and reason of why we are here. We continue to do what we're doing. So thank you for that. I also wanted to share about Ramadan. So Ramadan has now come to a close. And so that was an interesting experience to be in a culture that really embraces the Muslim culture to an extent. There are a lot of North Africans, there are a lot of Muslims here in Marseille. So it's interesting to see shops close during the day, but then stay open late. So here in France, shops normally close around 7 p.m., so you have to make sure if you're going to the store, you do it before then. But with Ramadan, a lot of places were open till midnight, 1 a.m., also to give the opportunity for those who are doing Ramadan to have something to eat, things like that. So it was interesting to see the cultural shift for this last month of a popular food place that we would go to often being closed, and then it would open up at 9 p.m. when before it closed at 10 p.m. So just seeing those cultural differences was interesting, because in the States you don't see that happen. It just seems like people go on with their normal lives because there aren't so many Muslims around. And then this Sunday was like the close of Ramadan, and so it was interesting to see, as I was heading to church, all of the Muslim people dressed up in all of their head to toe in their garb, and their children dressed up in all of their garb, and then heading off to what I would assume would be a mosque or wherever they were heading to close out their time of Ramadan, which I had never seen before. So that was kind of interesting. I mean, I've seen a few people here and there in their garb, but on a Sunday morning to see so many people, including children, all dressed up and ready to go for the close of Ramadan was quite an experience. But yeah, that's just a little experience that I had here in this last month with Ramadan, and the way that that changed our lives for a little bit. We'll see if shops stay open later still, or if they go back to their normal hours. They may end up staying open later because it is summer and the sun doesn't set till about 10 p.m. So I will keep you updated and let you know if it all goes back. Again, thank you for those of you who are supporting me and praying for me. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you, because I really do feel it and appreciate it, and it helps strengthen me each day, knowing that I have people back home that are there supporting me and praying for me. So thank you guys. Bye.